There we go. Microphone.
Yay.
First time. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the WizUWitches Sour Candy Challenge, hosted by my channel Wizard Way, but provided really by the WizUWitches, especially the challenge trio, which is Gitta, Zoe, and Lynette.
Okay.
So this only happened because they allowed me to join the challenge trio and make it into more than a trio.
Nah, it's a pleasure. So much fun.
So what we have for you tonight is basically I have procured the top 10 sour candies. And this is not just U.S. candies, but also candies from Japan and UK. So
okay, I did not know that.
Oh girl! Oh girl!
Oh girl!
So there's going to be a lot of puckering. This is going to be a very, very fun stream.
My mouth is watering already.
Really quick,
Sure.
Nerdly Niffler was supposed to join us, but unfortunately she was unable to. So we have subbed in Witches Unite. So make sure to go check out both of their channels.
All of the information for the 6 of us is down underneath, so just look right below this on the screen, and you've got all of our YouTube channel names, as well as where you can find us on Twitter. So, join us. But I would like to go through and have everybody at least introduce themselves,
Okay.
so I guess we can start with Lynette and do the back row first.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
off you go.
I'm Professor Lynette from Wizard PhD.
Bonjour, y'all. I'm Brita from Witches Unite.
Hey, I'm Cooper from Cooper's Charms.
I'm Zoe from Snitches and Witches.
I am Gitta, and my channel name is Gitta Lovegood.
And you guys know me, I'm Kris, and you're watching me right now on Wizard Way. So, the 6 of us are going to start with some sour candies, and we can also take questions in chat if you have them. If you have questions on where I found all this stuff, let me know.
5 of us are eating sour candy. Zoe is going to be keeping up with you guys and keeping this rolling while we're making the faces.
Yes, because there will be many faces.
Yes.
But we're going to start off mildly. I did start mild, I promise. I didn't just go for like the top 10 sour candies, no matter what, it's all sour.
All right.
We start gently. So
My mouth already
Okay.
hurts.
I like
So,
the one.
this one is no surprise, it's already listed on the stream, but the first candy is the Trolley Sour Bright Crawlers. These, you can find these in any gas station in the United States.
Those I can eat without my face seizing up.
Well, go ahead.
Yay, hypertension!
Alright, so let's bust these babies open. Anyone got a color preference? Because they're so colorful.
I like the red and blue ones.
Same.
Red and blue?
Same. I think
Okay.
everybody wants
Does
red and
everyone
blue.
like that one?
I want red and yellow.
Surprise me.
Oh.
Anything.
Get something different.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, red and
Dan
blue.
Barry wants
Any-
candy. You gotta go get
She's like,
candy.
I don't know, just do the thing.
I love this. Tastes like strawberry
it's
lemonade.
good.
Are we all just, yeah.
Do we all just want to go at
Ready?
once?
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we should have done a hunger warning on this to be on, like, yes, you're gonna want to go get candy. So if, like, you need a snack, go get a snack.
Get your snack.
Lots of candy.
Oh my
This
God, I
is
love
super
it.
mild.
This is so good.
There's a little bit of a sour, but it's only right at the beginning, and then it fades into just the fruity, sweetie goodness. So.
Actually,
This
got sour at
usually-
the end.
Is it? She's like, so,
You hit it in the right spot, kind of.
Yeah.
Gets there.
Yeah.
so we got
Stick your
plenty
mouth.
of these, so if anybody here
just
wants
like
to like
one
snack
more.
on these later, go ahead and
Everyone's like, thank you. Thank you very much.
That is the
You
problem
need more?
with
I
some
was
of
gonna just take one more. Y'all haven't had this in so long.
Right.
It's so good.
I don't sugar a lot, and so it's like.
Oh, there's gonna be so much sugar though.
It was really hard.
Yeah, you're gonna get kink of those, so be careful.
It's gonna be a lot of sugar and a lot of citric acid, okay?
Oh yeah.
We're
All
gonna
right.
get more and more hyper as this goes on.
It's true.
Dan says you need to bring them back with you.
Oh, He does really like that candy too. So.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so let me just make sure I
If there's
am...
any left, babe, I'll bring him home.
Yes. It is pretty much a sour candy mukbang, so yes.
Okay. Sorry, just messing with the stream for just a moment so I can
It's
switch
okay.
it to candy, the next candy.
Candy.
New
Alright, I'm
candy.
excited for whatever's next.
Alright, next candy is Sour Skittles.
Oh,
Yes.
yum.
Also really easy to find. And I do want to let everyone know before we get too much further, the worst of the candies are also part of the giveaway for this stream, which I put together, and the link is down in the description. So if you would like to win your own Sour Candy Challenge kit with basically candies 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
And
And multiple so you can challenge your friends.
Make your friends suffer.
And then send us, record it and send it to us.
Record it and send it to us. We love it.
Yeah.
But if you would like to do this as well, we will have all of the information down below for you to do the Gleam giveaway. So sign in and do that either during the stream or after.
Can
So
I get yellow?
that was good. She's like already got a request.
Already
She's
got it.
like, let's get this over with. Move on to the bad ones.
Yellow?
Yes, who likes yellow?
I used to say these
Lemon,
taste
yes.
like the sun.
Yes.
I was like, it tastes like the
Alright.
sun.
Everybody want a different color?
I like
or-
green, purple for professor.
Okay.
Nice.
Professor y'all.
Oh,
Oh,
I
we're
already
just
got
going now. Yeah.
oh, we're just going for it? Okay.
Sure. I'll do green. Green's my favorite
My
color.
brown.
Oh. Okay.
Those are coated in citric
Stronger
acid.
than I remember.
Ooh.
It's so good.
I've actually never had these.
I don't feel like this one's very sour, so I'm gonna need to try another one.
She's like, get another color too.
I'm gonna.
She's like, I feel nothing. Give me another color.
It's not very sour. I need another one. I just really like sugar.
She's like, I just want the candy.
He just doing good.
I think Brita likes these. You can have
Yeah,
these.
they're so good.
I love Skittles.
Dan likes
love
these
them.
too.
I like that. Yeah, it's good.
It's
All
really
right.
good.
So these are pretty mild. We're all doing okay. Nobody's like rushing for water to like dilute the sour. Okay, Gitta's getting water.
That's what you get for choosing lemon.
Oh girl, it's gonna get so much worse though.
Fair.
Lemon is a
Oh,
sour
yeah,
fruit.
it is.
Like
There.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's why I chose specifically to do sour candy instead of like sour everything.
Yeah.
Because everybody like who's ever watched a sour challenge on the internet has probably seen umeboshi.
Oh.
It is a pickled sour plum
They're
in Japan.
So fantastic.
Literally
That
the
sounds
most
terrible.
sour thing in the world.
That sounds
Oh.
terrible.
And I'm like,
I'll pass.
no.
I love lemon powder on pineapple. It's so good.
I'm like,
so good. Umi powder on. It's also like lihing in. That's what the that's what it is in Hawaii. It's called lihing powder, and if you put it on like pineapple or mango, it's so good.
Sour?
It's sour. Yeah.
She's like, yes, please.
Yeah.
And I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, no. My partner often buys sour candy just to watch me eat it because she finds it hilarious when I'm puckering and in pain. So.
Well, I can now
Go
confirm
figure.
the lemon is definitely more sour than the other ones.
Yay.
Ida,
Sorry,
that makes me feel
Ida.
better.
That does. I was like, oh my god.
Try another color.
The red and purple are like not sour at all, but the yellow is like,
Yeah, that one wasn't.
Yeah,
Mine wasn't very
purple
close,
is really
though.
good.
So I
Yeah.
can't confirm.
purple's really good.
I haven't drank enough water this weekend, so my mouth is already like really mad at me.
Yeah, we might have to take a couple hydration breaks because as we go further, things are going to get really sour, and I don't want anybody to burn their tongues, okay?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
This is also why we're doing
Safety
it
first.
after dinner.
Safety first.
Please, safety first. And if you do win the giveaway, make sure that you have like food standing by or, you know, fluids standing by because
I had Gitta's pizza on accident.
case in point. But the reason behind that is citric acid will actually burn your tongue, and so you don't want to just put nothing but citric acid on there, and the only way to dilute it is really just with fluids and water and spreading
fat.
it around.
And fat.
Spreading it
because
around.
That's different.
Yeah. I would say, but unlike spicy food, because the spicy challenge,
Yeah.
the only way to deactivate, you know, the peppery spice
Yeah.
with the Scoville units
Yeah.
is to use like milk
Yeah.
and purge it from your system, which is not always pleasant.
Or half and half in my case.
Yeah.
Half and half.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Serious?
Yeah.
It has
Because
more
it's high
fat.
fat.
Straight up
High
head
fat
half.
content.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
So sour
Well-
candy's a little different because you can't
I
rely on milk.
substitute heavy cream when
to
recipes
help.
call for milk. Oh.
All right, so
Uh-huh.
we got
Yeah.
the next candy. The next candy is Sour Patch Kids.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
She's
so-
excited. Sour Patch.
These are
Yours
great.
are sour.
So
And they're sweet.
and then they're gone.
Hashtag not sponsored, but.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but call me.
Yeah, exactly.
You're open to collaboration.
But literally on the back of the package it says sour, sweet, gone. So here we go.
They are very
They don't
addictive.
cut my hair.
right?
They're
Yeah.
commercial.
Right?
They cut-
Yes,
they
yeah.
cut-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as long as they don't cut
I'm
my
like, I
hair
can't open it, use my teeth.
Like, let me cut your hair off.
Ooh, there are different colors.
out.
Yes.
Just like that.
I haven't seen that there are different colors.
Yeah,
I
there's
thought
new
that there were
colors
just
now.
2 colors.
Blue.
Red.
We got blue, red, green, and there are yellows in there. I can dig them out if you want them. So, blue.
Thank you.
So, oh yeah,
She's not.
you're cutting out at this point.
She's
Oh no, I'll grab a red one.
Okay.
okay.
Actually, because I can handle these ones too, but like
Okay.
I get much higher up and I'm just
So
like.
they want the
mm-mm.
orange. Okay. I want the red, so that's perfect. Thank you.
Okay. I'll take it.
Oh, we're already reading. Okay.
Oh, I chowed down because I'm.
Some people are just like, I'm
Like
done.
time
I'm
for
ready.
sugar. So, right, going for it.
I'll say these ones. I mean, I'll even hold it up to the camera a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but you can visually see the sour on it. But it's also like
We
a
should,
granulated sugar, so it's not too bad.
Really quick.
Sure.
For people that are not in the U.S., a Sour Patch Kid, it looks like a little kid.
Try 'em.
They're very much the U.S.'s answer to Jelly Babies.
Very much
So-
because they have a really similar texture. It's not completely gummy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a bit more pasty.
Yeah.
So you can actually chew it apart rather than it bounces back. It doesn't.
So the
And-
texture is
yeah.
kind of like Swedish fish, just with the coating.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
I feel
A little
like
bit
the
softer.
Skittles were more sour.
I think the Skittles
Yeah,
were more
the Skittles,
sour.
they
I'm
were.
surprised because the list was curated and organized by my partner
Oh, okay.
and Roger as well. So
Okay.
I want to say the two of them are like more of an expert on this because I don't like sour candy. I was like, can you organize it for me because I don't know. Like, and I don't want to have to test all of them in order to determine it. So Sour Patch Kids actually super mild. So that would
Yeah,
probably be
yeah.
downgraded, I
Yes.
think.
I
Yeah,
think
too.
so. I feel like it's even
The
less
troll-
sour than the trolleys.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so there you go. So we could reorganize this too.
And then that will be coming down.
We become immune. All right, next, candy. Everybody doing okay in chat? Anything crazy going
Oh,
on?
yeah.
No, nobody's getting too rowdy.
As things go further, it'll get a little hairy. Okay, so next sour candy is Sweet Tarts Extreme Sour.
Ooh.
This is where I bounce because like last time I had one of these like.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
yeah,
I tried to find Shock Tarts, which I believe are about the same thing, but these are chewy. So
Yeah.
I think they're from Sweet Tarts, but they're called Shock Tarts.
I remember Shock Tarts. Yeah.
So I
do
couldn't
remember
find
those from
them.
like childhood, like
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah,
I don't
it
remember.
might be something that was discontinued, so I found the closest equivalent I could. So, Sweet
Perfect.
Tarts Extreme Sour. And it's being difficult again. There we go. Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
Preston Grant wants to know what are you guys' favorite candy to eat at the cinema or at the theater?
Theater candies.
If it's actually available to buy at the cinema or that I take in my purse.
I mean, same.
Those are really different candies.
She's not wrong.
So, I mean, buying at the cinema because I don't do dairy, so Twizzlers.
Okay.
About it.
Super
yeah.
fair.
Mhm.
My
So-
sister loves those.
I mean, I also just genuinely really like Twizzlers, so it's not like a problem that I can't have chocolate. So I just eat them.
I'm terrible. I like the cookie dough bites.
That's what I was gonna say. I
Oh,
love
really?
the fish bites. Yeah.
It's like 50% of your daily requirement of fat in one serving, and they're like 2.5 servings per box. So I'm like, I don't care. I'm eating them anyway.
Yeah.
I've always gotten Bunch of Crunch.
Oh,
I was gonna say that. I was
Oh.
like, do they still make it? Because I haven't
They
had it
do.
in such a long
They
time.
do still make
Yeah.
Bunch of
Yeah.
Crunch.
Yes.
So, and the Crunch
anything
bars.
for Zoe?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a choice, Zoe?
Depending on what it is, like normally I just go for the popcorn because I'm more of like a salty,
Salty kind of
yeah, salty
person.
savory. But if I am in the mood, I usually go for like chocolate. So usually like it's gone. Junior Mints. There we go.
Okay.
Junior
Classic.
Mints.
I would say
So-
it with your popcorn. Though, this is a very important question. Do you just put the butter on top, or do you layer it?
Oh no, we lay it.
Okay, we can still do this.
He's a professional right here. Professional popcorn eater, you know.
My first job was working at a theater, and that was one of the first things they taught us was how to layer popcorn.
Oh my
butter.
goodness.
If you were working
That's so
concessions, you had to know how to properly do it because now I see people do it. I'm like, you're doing it wrong.
Always do it wrong.
They
though.
always
It's
do it wrong.
never enough. enough. And then I always end up adding more.
That's
Like,
why I
Yeah,
asked them
sweet.
for one of the trays so I can dump the bag out and then
Oh,
redo it myself.
yeah, there you
Nice.
go.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
There
So-
you go.
Things you didn't need to know
Maybe
about.
we need to try.
Oh yeah.
All right, so candy, shock tart.
I'm always going for blue.
That's the
Done?
one that makes
Done.
me. That's
Okay.
the one that
I
makes
need
me
the
sneeze up
purple
pretty bad.
So he's
I
out.
pretty much always go for red.
I'm just like Gitta, and I always go for blue.
I always go for
Okay.
green.
Blue is my favorite.
Green's my favorite color. I usually live to regret it.
Oh.
Ready?
All right, one,
Go. Right.
2, 3, go.
Oh wow.
Oh,
No, when you said it, I was like, I used to eat these all the time, and
when I'm
so
putting
many of them.
poor Gitta.
Yeah, I think the blue one is pretty sour.
Okay, I'm good.
Blue one is pretty sour.
It passes relatively quickly.
Yeah.
It does
But
pass
when you
quickly.
first put it in your
Very
mouth,
first
it
bite.
actually squeaks against the top of your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else experienced that.
Oh, dairy bottle caps. I haven't had bottle caps.
Oh,
Bottle
bottle
caps.
caps.
Oh my god.
Or jujubes.
Yes. Lee wants to know, do you put M&Ms or Bunch of Crunch in
Oh,
your popcorn?
I just bit into it.
Oh.
I have heard
Yeah.
of that. Oh,
I
no.
wouldn't.
Oh, it's so much more sour in the middle.
I immediately
Oh.
bit into it. That's why I made that
That's
face.
why.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
She was showing you your future.
flashed before my eyes. Oh,
I can see through time.
you're not wrong
Oh
though.
my Somebody was trying to find me.
Oh, it's good, though.
Shout out to JD. He was trying to find me in the park. And I kept saying like, oh, I'm here, but then I would forget and I would leave. So he said I'm the ultimate foundable.
Well, I lost her this time.
He said she departed.
She got whisked away by the magic.
He literally said, oh, well, I guess she departed.
Gitta Lovegood has departed.
I busted out laughing when he said that.
You know, of course, that you have to make merch now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gitta Lovegood has departed.
Yes.
That actually sounds amazing.
Put it on the back of the shirt.
Yes. If you're eating it, it's because I'm
It's
the
because I'm
I'm
gone.
gone.
I say
I love
something
it.
and it just like quickly, especially in an event like this, it was just like quickly out of my brain.
In
like,
one
right.
ear, out the other, because there's so much going on in our heads when we're
Yeah.
trying to play a game, trying to engage with the people in front of us, and then
Mhm.
trying to remember where we're supposed to be next.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then if you
it's
throw
chaos.
filming into that as well as.
Oh my goodness. It was
And,
just
like,
so intense yesterday.
Trying to finish your SOS assignments and knowing, or your assignments for
Right.
the fan fest and knowing like where to go because the dragons were only spawning in certain parts
Right, so
of
then
the
you
Right.
gotta walk around and find
It's
them.
like, but you have to keep moving because you have to get distance for certain
Yeah.
tasks.
Yeah.
And so, like, you have to keep moving, but then you're in the wrong part for the next bit.
Right.
So you're just like.
We must have walked the entire place like at least 4 or 5 times.
That's what
Yeah.
the feed is saying.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
all in
why-
pain.
Oh, yeah.
So much pain.
Yeah.
My back did end up seizing up entirely last night, and I sort of hobbled back into the hotel. This is why I didn't go to the wonderful like barbecue that was going on for all the WUtubers because I was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, a good night's sleep, and I've been fine today,
That's
so
good.
that's good. But oh lord, we be moving around a lot in a single day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
And
time.
as today I was like, oh, it's gonna be chill, it's gonna be really easygoing, and now it's still
No,
nonstop
I know.
crazy. And we're not even playing
back
today.
to back to back to back things. But
Yeah.
it's been the best.
Yeah,
It
it's been
really
amazing,
has. It's
and we're
been
gonna be
an
talking about
amazing
this for
experience.
years to come. So.
And I mean, just look at this. We're in the same room.
We've all been friends for so long. and
know.
it's
Some of
just
us have known
amazing.
each other for nearly 2 years because
Yeah.
those of us who
Yeah.
like immediately made our channels when
Yeah.
this information dropped that the game was going to be a thing. That was November 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2017.
2017.
Yeah.
And we've been
That's
trying
like
to
my
make
first
content for
video.
a game that doesn't exist, and now it does, and now we're here because this
Yeah.
event
Mhm.
exists.
Thank you, Niantic and WB.
Yes, we love you.
It's super great.
We're like, call me. All right,
The
so.
video's not sponsored.
No, hashtag not
Hashtag
sponsored.
not sponsored.
Not this time, maybe next time.
Terry
call it?
says that we need assistance. Like, Tara, are you putting in your application? Because, girl, what's your rates? I need a VA. Help me.
Someone
Oh
to
my
herd you to
Yes.
the next place. Girl, you need to.
You need to go.
I recruited my Huffle husband to be my assistant and all of their assistants. He's been taking pictures for everybody all day long.
Thank you, Dan. Oh my
Thank you,
God.
Dan. Shout out to Dan for the awesome pictures. Like anybody who's been sharing things on social
Yeah,
media, like
for sure.
he probably wasn't tagged on them, but he took.
He took them. He's only
Oh,
like
okay.
a couple of pictures because he took all
took
of them.
all of them. All right.
Dan.
So next candy. Are we
I'm
ready?
for it. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. Next candy is drum roll.
Evacuate the place. Listen, depending on like what the hunger levels are,
We're good. Oh my babies, extra sour gumballs.
no.
I had a ton of these that I was trying to pass out in the park, and then I forgot, and I didn't pass any of them out. So sorry, but if you enter the giveaway, you can get
Then you
some.
can still get some.
And there's a number of them in the little baggie in the kit because I really tried to make it so you could either choose your favorite color
Ooh, nice.
or you have multiples for friends to try it too. So anybody have a color preference? There are 2 of each color in here.
Red.
Okay.
Sticking
We have
with what
red,
I know.
red, orange, yellow, green, and blue.
I like red fruit flavors, cherries and strawberries.
Wait, yellow. I go for yellow if there's
You know
yellow.
what's wonderful?
Super intense.
The best thing about this is that all 5 of us chose a different color.
Yes.
Ooh.
So we literally have the whole rainbow. up
Okay,
there.
we're gonna try all of them.
Cool.
Okay, so who has red?
I do.
Go first.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I watch your reaction. It's gonna make it worse.
I wanna watch. We get to judge every person now.
My mouth is watering just watching you right
I
now.
know.
Orange, go, Lynette,
It's gonna
go.
hurt.
I usually eat it with kids, so like.
Okay.
Okay, you're familiar with
Yeah.
them. That kind of helps because you know what to expect.
I've never had one of
I
those.
like.
Oh, it's
Okay, yellow.
more
Gita,
sour.
go.
Uh-huh.
It touched my tongue and it's already.
Bite it.
Bite,
It's a
bite,
long
chew,
battle.
chew.
Once you
Yeah,
get
you gotta
gum.
get through it. Get through the.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm.
Oh
I'm so sorry because it
The
keeps
yellow.
going.
I mean, I feel like the yellow is not the best choice.
She's like, I love yellow. Oh, you poor thing, you're turning so pink.
Okay. Yeah. Once you get through it, it's like.
It's
Yeah.
like sweet and bubblegummy in the middle.
Oh god. Oh, it's like.
All your salad.
Oh my god.
That's
Crying.
Yes, yes.
That's where my hypertension comes is like right back here. But then if I eat something
Oh,
sour,
God.
it goes all the way down my neck and all the way up my face. It's just like everything locks up and it's just it hurts so
Oh, that's painful.
bad.
And I really don't like the flavor, whatever this one is.
Oh no.
Remember. We're all watching.
She's like, I'm
She's having no problems here.
Yes.
I mean, it's obviously a little sour, but
a little
Oh, it's a little sour.
I mean,
throwing it down. Cooper's gonna win.
oh.
That's the thing, there are no winners or losers in this challenge.
We're
It's
all
just
winners.
sour.
We're getting sour candy.
Right.
Exactly. We're eating
I'm gonna
sugar.
get a headache if I keep chewing gum.
Right.
I get headaches
Feel free
really
to spit
fast.
it out, you don't have to keep it.
I mean, we do have more candy to eat, so.
Oh, it just keeps going though, the
It
salivation.
does.
Yeah.
And the sour, I kept tasting a little bit of sour in there. when I-
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
All right. That was interesting. So, it's only gonna get worse from here.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
My jaw's feeling it.
Oh yeah.
My tongue is feeling a little bit of the burn on it.
Yup.
So, okay.
I'm
Water.
gonna keep the
water.
trash can in case
I'm gonna get some
anybody
water.
like spit.
Yeah.
Okay. This pizza's falling apart.
Oh, I'm sad. I forgot to refill this with water. It would have been great.
Oh.
Please,
Oh.
Gitta Grow. But I have this at least, so.
Anybody want cashews?
I'll take a couple.
We're all like, break for hydration and food.
I wish I brought my
I'm
chicken.
good.
Switch
Would
up
you
our
like that?
palettes a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safety first, kids. Safety first.
Thank you.
Definitely, this is my dinner, by the way.
No, honey, we've got to get you food after this.
I'm eating.
She's like, I'm fine.
I have food. There's food.
All right, may you hand me the next candy?
Oh dear.
Okay, what is it?
Next candy is. Oops,
I love
sorry.
these.
She's like, I love them. Next candy is warheads.
This used to be my favorite.
Oh my gosh, I have not had one of those since I was a
I love
teenager.
those.
Right?
Might not be.
Oh my god.
These are the
Okay.
extreme
Yeah.
sour
These
because
oh my goodness.
there are
Brings me
different
back.
versions.
To 5th grade.
He is so happy back there. He's like, yes, please. Can I get one? They're funny.
Or you want the warheads?
I
Yeah.
used
Okay.
to get these.
There are plenty of warheads. Please don't eat multiple warheads and like burn a hole in your tongue.
Yeah,
Please
please
don't.
don't do that. That would
Because
be
we're getting
awful.
to the point where these sour candies do kind of become dangerous in quantities.
Yes.
So
I watched this competitive eater try to do like 500 warheads in a row.
Oh.
He like burned holes in
Yes,
his
oh my
tongue.
like
God.
literally.
That was
That's
just
like, why
terrible.
would you
Why
do
would
that?
you-
Again,
No,
why
I
you do
Never
that?
Yeah.
do that to myself.
No.
He was
Okay.
like spitting blood. It was
Again with the
terrible.
yellow Gitta, she's so brave.
I just really like lemon.
Okay, blackberry.
I also
I
like,
feel like I need to
watermelon, actually.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Hey.
Okay.
We're gonna try it.
Okay.
So the only color that we didn't get is blue. No one chose blue.
I'll take blue.
I'll take blue.
Right, Jeff's gonna have blue.
Our Jeffrey for the win.
Okay, so
Connection
mine is
problems?
apple flavored, and I'm.
Oh no, we're offline.
Sorry.
We're offline.
We're offline.
Oh
Not for
no. Connection
Oh, wait,
problems.
we're back.
Are we back?
We're back.
Are we back?
Okay.
Maybe just like a Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Refresh. Oh
Wait,
good.
you still
Okay.
need to open
Okay.
the
Sorry about
screen.
that.
Try refreshing the stream.
We got it. Okay.
I just
Okay.
press thumbnails and they don't.
Mine is like stuck in its wrapper. I can't even get it out.
All right. Oh my god.
Mine's showing no connection. Did I just
There we
do
go.
it?
Okay. All right. So.
Okay, because you guys
Are
missed
we
it.
good?
We're on warheads. I don't know when it cut out, so we're
Yeah,
on warheads.
luckily, if you get back on the screen, the
Uh-oh.
current candy is listed to this side.
Oh yeah,
This
that's
side
right.
over here. I'm all looking down to see
My
if
face
it's
is
correct.
puckering just looking at it.
So this
I
one you
know.
can visibly
This one
see
I
the
am
white on
nervous
it.
about.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous. There's a lot of white on this
I
candy
know.
coating.
Yeah.
I haven't had this since
Okay.
elementary school.
Okay, one.
Are you okay?
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that hits hard right up front. Oh man!
It's super good once you get
No,
through
I have
it,
to
though.
suck
Yeah.
it off first.
It's like you have to make the spit work in your favor.
Opposite of
Okay.
noodles.
Yeah, because like then it like gets stick. Oh god, the noodles. Yup.
I'm sweating.
Ugh, me
Okay,
too.
Give it to me.
Oh,
It's better now.
it calms down relatively quickly because now we're like, we
Yeah.
can exhale.
So
That was
super
really
intense,
good.
just for like
Super
some-
intense for the first
the very
like
beginning.
Yeah.
30 seconds maybe,
Mhm.
and then we're okay.
Remind me, Kris, what number was that?
This was number 5.
So this will be included in
Yes.
five.
Yes,
So it's
and
first
everything
from
from everything from Crybabies
Okay.
down. So the Crybaby gum, this one, and then the next 4 are all included in the giveaway. So again, link in description. Please do the giveaway. That's actually not bad candy.
It's actually
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
to get
Like
through
it's a
it,
good
yeah.
flavor.
It's kind of tasty, but you kind of pay a price for it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, mine wasn't too tasty.
You're like,
Really?
oh. I'm like, is that the candy's fault or is it your tongue's fault that you can't feel it anymore?
It just
So
didn't
this
have a
is
good
also
flavor.
a hard candy, so we're all still kind of sitting here sucking on
Yep.
it.
I chewed mine.
Yeah, I don't chew hard
patient
candies.
to like.
I lost a filling earlier this year, so I'm
Oh.
definitely not gonna do that.
Same.
Don't
Yeah.
blame me for that.
I did get some dental work last year, and it's yeah, I can't hard candy
That's
crunch.
not cheap. So.
Right. So are there any other questions in chat while we're just sort of?
Yeah, that's a great time to
This is
ask,
a great
ask
time.
us questions, y'all. Like.
And we do want to space these last few out because they are very sour. So
Mhm.
please give questions.
Maybe everybody refresh with some water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I have some to share if you need it.
I'll take some in a second.
To be honest, yes, I was taking the early ones like it was nothing, but those are the ones I know I can handle without it like freaking me out.
Zoe is a delicate flower.
Glad you enjoyed the noodle challenge, Terry.
Yeah, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun.
That's one that I think I would have done well.
Okay, yeah, the water's already tasting different.
The water is tasting different.
Oh, the water
It's
tastes
weird.
like candy now.
Oh no.
That's not a good sign.
And I can feel it more acutely against my tongue.
Yeah.
Like it's getting a little raw.
Dan wants to know what our favorite kind of bear is. The one that isn't chasing me is always better.
I mean, that's gonna be like real life though. Like, I would never encounter a bear.
Not currently in my trash can.
Fair.
Bears. I don't know.
Polar bears,
There's a
obviously.
bear.
Okay, those are cute.
Right, they're clumsy. They're kind of like They just like to sleep all day.
Koala bears.
Dopey.
Aw.
They're cute.
I say koala bears because they're mean.
Aw.
They're cute, but they're so mean. And I think the duality is awesome.
I think I have to say brown because it's my spirit animal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That has like a deeper meaning to it. I'm just like, they're cute. All right.
Brown bear helps me a lot.
Yeah, Wonder Woman says, was there any talk or rumors about another event like Fan Fest?
I mean, yes.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be more.
This,
so.
again, next
This was
year.
the only one ever. Sorry.
Sorry.
Done.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Ultimate FOMO.
No, so like Niantic had the call for their, global or their events, their live events. This was one of the live events. So submitting your city, they're interested in
really are
places
interested.
to do stuff like this for sure.
And they said that they're already planning the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This particular venue in Indianapolis was really ideally set up
It was
for
so
this.
well organized.
And it was
and
really well
the setup.
organized. They had water stations and porta potties where you need them. And
Yeah.
they had plenty of people who were watching over some of the various like statues and things that they
Right.
scattered.
Make sure everything's taken care of.
and make sure that kids aren't gonna like break something
Right.
because kids can sometimes be destructive.
And it was also helpful for like photos, so it was kind of organized if you wanted to get a photo with one of the foundables. Instead of a mob, there being
It was like
was
take
very-
selfie here.
Yeah.
Well, and I got to talk to, I think it was the event coordinator too, and they
Oh, yeah,
really
Bill.
loved,
Yeah.
they really loved the location that they picked. And so
Yeah.
I think,
And the weather yesterday was
It was
perfect.
perfect.
Like it
So
started out rainy,
nice.
but after the rain stopped,
It was so cool.
it was breezy and cool and completely comfortable. Like deceptive because like sunburn still.
Right.
But it was really
I
really
wore
enjoyable.
sunscreen.
It was
I'm
hot.
not
It was
bad.
hotter today. We had more direct sunshine.
I was sweating a lot today.
A lot of sweat.
So much sweat.
I like when it was so
Sweating with WizUWitches.
It was cool that it was by the water because then we could get like breezes off the water that were nice
Right.
and cool.
Right.
I really
Yeah.
appreciated that too. So
It was a really nice venue because of that difference in terrain too, where you had
It was just
fields
interesting.
and water.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was nice.
I
It was
liked
nice.
that.
Like
It was
levels and different
I
things
really
to
do
explore.
think it was the perfect venue for it.
Yep.
they did it.
Yes. And so did John Hankey because he definitely hinted at them coming back here. So.
Oh,
Ooh, girl,
okay.
inside info.
Just saying, I was like, oh my
You
god.
heard it here first. I was like, and I'm taking a look really quickly, but let's move on to the next candy.
The bridge was really nice, Jeff. Yeah, it was really really cool. I liked that bridge. Yeah.
Okay.
Next
how
bag,
they
Zoe,
decorated
please.
You guys put up your water before the next candy.
Oh, yes. You have to sort of
Oh
untwist it a
my
little bit because otherwise it gets too far down for you to get the water up. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
This
You
is
can-
gonna be a thing.
Okay.
This has tears in the name.
It has tears in the name. I'm sorry.
Part of the marketing.
Next one is.
Should I start picking up the camera? and
This
get
is
it close
Crybaby
up?
Tears.
On
I'm
brand.
just
We're
gonna.
starting to get it. Oh, you want it? Okay.
Wait, what did you say?
So
you could do that too.
On brand.
On brand.
Either way, what do you want to do?
I say much like
We'll
the
save mine for later for the sour.
Okay.
so
I'm
much
gonna-
much like the Crybaby gumballs. This is the hard
I
candy
can
version.
refill water.
And keep it
And apparently
a few
it's
feet away.
worse.
Thank you, Kris.
And the wonderful thing about this is even in the bag, the sour powder has like
Do you need more
escaped the
water?
box.
Is it
It's
just
everywhere.
stopping?
Need more water? Jeff's gonna fill it. Okay.
I'm gonna start like moving the camera like once you guys are doing this and like get semi-close shots of you guys.
Oh Lord, here we
Yeah.
go. Here we
Great.
go.
Jeff can refill it.
Pressure's
We
on.
really need our weird faces up close and personal. It's fine.
Yeah.
So this one actually has a nifty little tab to open it, so you don't have to like pull open the entire box. And as I do that, like sour powder is
Oh.
falling out of everything. So
Oh gosh.
Okay.
I don't know how many colors there are. It looks like just orange, like orange, green, yellow, and purple. That seems about right on the packaging, actually.
It looks like there's red on the packaging.
Yeah, red and purple.
Thank you.
Oh, there are reds in there.
Saffron says, baby tears equals small tears, so it won't be so bad.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a pissed off baby?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I see the red ones in there. I just can't keep them.
That's okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
Like, Marky,
We're gonna throw it away.
your boy when you get really mad, it's like, that kid could scream. I was
Okay. So we have.
There's only 2 red in the whole box.
There are a couple more.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Choices. Okay, we have yellow, orange, red, purple, and green. So, much like Skittles, where there's no blue.
Lame.
Yellow.
Red. That would be predictable, but it is the closest color to pink.
What
Okay.
are you going for?
Who's me?
going first?
Whatever hasn't been chosen.
Okay, I'm gonna do orange.
Orange. Okay.
Who's going first?
You got green. I'll take purple.
Are we doing it at the same time or separate? Just so
I
it's gonna,
I can go first if you want to start going around.
Okay,
but,
yeah, here we
oh,
go.
Lordy, here
Alright,
we go. Okay. So
Perfect.
purple. That's actually not hitting as hard. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, it's a slow burn. Oh
Okay,
no.
okay.
Too soon.
You do have to crunch this one though. Oh!
Wait, do you have to crunch it?
You do, because I did. Unfortunately, that disperses it everywhere.
Okay. Good to
So
know.
be prepared.
Oh, no. Okay. Who's next?
It's so sour.
Ooh. Okay.
Koopa, go for it.
She's so shell.
She's so good.
Like
It
an Altoid.
does have that consistency, the crunch of a delta. Of
It
an
was
Altoid.
definitely sour, but
Oh my gosh.
Such a champ.
She is
I can't.
She's just like MBD. Wow.
I killed my taste buds with all the spicy food that I eat.
There you go. That's what it
So, it doesn't affect
is. Okay,
me.
who's next?
I hope no one's
I
screenshotting
can
this
go
because
next.
I'm making bad faces.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's deceptive at first. It's like, no, this is fine.
Hey, overflow.
Right, it's not that bad yet.
Overflow. Hey, bud.
It starts to sting a little.
So I need to bite into it?
Bite it.
Okay.
We're waiting.
It does make me wonder if the color makes a difference. Because mine was
Probably
super
because,
sour.
I mean, I don't know, I thought the warhead was more sour.
Right.
Mm.
This one was definitely worse for me
Mm-hmm.
than the warhead, but maybe it's a color thing too.
What color did you pick?
Purple. I like purple.
I didn't think it was that bad, and I'm not.
She's pretty sensitive to sour.
I am super sensitive. If y'all saw my face on the previous one, that was not that bad. So maybe it's red. Red is good.
Red is safe.
All right, who's next? Lynette, you
There you
going?
go here. All right, I have orange.
Get it?
I'm just gonna bite into it.
Get it over with.
Mm-hmm.
See, and she seems fine too.
Yeah,
I
she
feel like I
does.
got the raw end of the deal on this one.
What?
This tastes.
I'll be the teller.
I'm
Yeah,
not
right.
The same
This
reaction.
kind of tastes like sweet tarts to me.
Yeah,
Like the regular kind,
yeah.
not the sour kind that we just had, but the regular sweet tarts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, Gitta.
Don't be
The
afraid.
yellow's the worst.
Okay, we got some twitches.
maybe purple's the worst. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe I just got on like, or I'm a complete wimp, which is completely plausible.
Okay, yeah, lower on the list.
Okay.
Still sour.
Still sour. Mine was worse, but maybe it's
Okay.
how it hit my tongue or something.
Yeah,
Okay, I
maybe.
might be like a masochist or something, but now I want to try the purple.
You want to try the purple?
Ooh,
It might just be me. Yes, there are more every color.
Try it.
Yeah.
I mean, like now I like really have to know. It's
for
for
it.
science.
Okay.
This is for science.
This is to prove
So-
whether or not I'm just a really
Okay,
bad
Give me
sour.
a red one, cause like, I'll duck out of frame if I'm not, like, my head's gonna
You just
explode or
going on a
something.
You are out of frame,
Alright,
sweetie.
okay. Sour. The purple is more sour.
Keep on going.
Yeah, that's a lot more sour.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
More towards this direction.
Yeah, I thought it was less sour.
Really?
Oh, sorry.
My
Oh my
orange
God,
literally
no.
didn't taste like anything. This one I
No,
can
that's
at
not
least
bad at all.
tell
That's
that
good.
it's a sour
That's good.
candy.
You're on it.
That
We're tilted a little, but that's
You
okay.
can
We
sour.
were tilted. I was trying to tilt us back.
Alright, Kris, that was way more sour than the red
No,
one.
it was. It
Okay,
definitely was.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. No, I'm not
But
crazy.
compared to the green, no.
So, yeah,
Oh,
so apparently...
really?
You can tell if it's tilted from
I
the
don't know.
bubble thing.
Yeah,
She
it
might
was
be
all the way
weird.
to the right before.
Okay, bad.
That's perfect.
Sorry for shaky cam, guys.
Maybe we'll keep it there so that way we can keep our framing. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Crybaby Tears, I guess, depends on the color because
Yeah.
Color.
the
Very
purple
much
apparently was more sour,
was
and I just
really
got
sour.
unlucky.
So,
All right, next candy.
I really like my colors. I need to stop here.
Okay, next candy, Zoe.
Oh, hi.
That was pretty...
Listen, I got things to do here.
So you can already see it on the screen, but these ladies don't know I got some toxic waste.
Oh.
And for anybody who's unfamiliar,
I
this.
have no idea.
Let me get closer to the camera on this
Never
one.
had.
So
I've heard of it.
toxic waste
I haven't even heard of it.
is really like a classic sour candy for sour challenges on the internet. It looks hilarious with the waste coming out of it. It pops open and they're individually wrapped.
This is the
candies
one that
inside.
I've been the most nervous about.
Because we've seen people on the internet try it.
Okay.
So
no,
they're
just the waste bucket. I haven't seen anybody try it.
she's just in the packaging and she's already like out. Sorry guys.
It's called toxic waste. Come on, y'all. Right?
And fun fact, these are
Give us
produced.
superpowers.
Yeah.
Toxic
Like,
waste. Toxic waste is produced in the state of Indiana.
Oh.
It's made here.
Perfect.
Indiana?
Thanks. Maybe? Question mark?
We'll
Maybe.
find out.
We might be
Maybe
unthinking.
we should wait to thank them.
Until we see the wreck on the faces.
All right, so
Okay.
we have. It doesn't. Oh, they do have flavors on top. So there's red, which is black cherry.
Black cherry.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Pink is watermelon.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
The first pink candy,
The first
y'all.
pink
I'm
candy.
so excited. I can finally be on brand.
Green is apple. Yellow is lemon. And she's like, "Yay!" No, girl, you're gonna regret it though. This is toxic waste. We don't mess
I'm
around.
going black cherry.
And there's also
Still toxic.
a mystery flavor.
Ooh.
So typically with candies like this, the mystery flavor is created when they are transitioning from one flavor to another in the
Yeah.
machinery.
Yeah.
So it's a random combination of two of the flavors.
Oh.
I
So-
did not know that.
It's kind of
Same.
interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah. So
I would just like to point out that there's a caution label on here and it's serious.
it really
So
is.
it says caution. Consuming more than one within a brief time may cause irritation to mouth. Sensitive individuals should not consume this product. So Zoe's out.
Zoe's out.
Zoe's out.
She's like, I'm done.
I got it. Bite.
Do you want one?
No, you want it.
Oh,
It's behind you. We
yes,
got it, yeah.
I do. We're good. Just, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything's fine. I'm fine. This is fine.
Such a sweet guy.
Well, Kris, you
Okay,
should pick
so
yours.
I'm gonna try the mystery flavor.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
for
live
it.
on the edge.
Okay.
There are multiples if someone else
Does
wants to
everybody
try
have
this.
one? You need one.
I'll do the green one then.
Oh, I didn't say what color, what the flavor for blue is. Is it raspberry?
Yeah, blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry. Okay.
Yum.
My favorite flavor.
Everyone got it?
Yes.
Got one? Okay.
It's on the front.
Oh, apple.
Apple. Okay.
And if you join the giveaway for this one, you get an entire barrel.
Oh.
Because when I ordered it in bulk, I got 3 barrels.
Please be
maybe I'll
careful.
see
Do
everything.
not
Really-
try to
Really
eat
do
alcohol.
heed the warnings on these.
Yeah,
like this
really.
is why we're taking our time. This is why we're getting water. You know, and after this, there are only 2 more.
Okay.
So usually most internet challenges end on this one, but I got 2 more for you.
Oh.
I can't get it out of the package.
I know, it's
It
actually,
actually
it's
is
kind of hard
funky,
to get out.
a little bit
If you
melted.
pull the middle tab, if you pull that, it'll open
I think
like a
it's
pocket,
okay.
and then
Okay.
you can pull it.
Yeah, we missed that one.
It's like a Ghirardelli chocolate.
So sour.
Chocolate.
Sour. Yeah, very sour.
These actually look like they've melted a little bit and then re-solidified, so who knows what the
It's
sour's
good.
gonna be
It's
like.
good.
Mine's melted to the package.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Need some help?
Okay, got it.
It's like, it's fine.
Alright, are we
Okay,
doing
is
these
this an
individually?
individual one or should we just go for it? Oh,
I'm
Lord,
gonna
yours
leave it there
did
so that
melt.
we can keep our framing
Yeah.
and stuff.
Okay.
I'll go for it.
Okay,
Okay, you can
we're
scroll.
going for this, y'all.
I'm not looking
Are you
forward to
doing
this.
I'm a little
I'm just
nervous.
watching you guys.
Has
Okay.
anybody had these before?
Toxic waste,
I
No.
haven't, no.
No.
I have.
Are they
Oh.
sour all the way through, or do
I
they
don't
get sweet?
remember. Again, my partner
I
likes to
blacked out.
Mystery?
I blacked out, I can't remember a
I
thing.
think
It's only until later when I was
Alright,
wiping
cheers.
blood off my hands. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, wow. Oh!
It's like a very intense warhead.
I am really trying to not curse.
Again.
Expletives.
Kinda.
She's fine! What the heck?
The only thing it's doing is hurting my tongue.
Oh!
It does hurt the tongue.
Yeah.
Do you need like a fat after this to like neutralize something maybe, or like a starch? Do you like some
Oh
need
my
something
God.
to like neutralize a little bit? do you think?
It
Just, like,
really
get your
keeps
pH
going.
balance back.
No, I'll be okay.
Okay.
This is a candy that keeps on giving.
Mine
It does
doesn't
get
seem that
sweet,
bad.
though.
Yeah, it does.
At the
at
very,
end.
very end, it does end up sweet.
Yeah, it gets sweet.
I'm trying to figure.
I'm glad I took my makeup off.
I'm trying to discern what flavors are in mine. Alright, I'm alright, I'm alright.
Chewy. Just a little bit, not a lot.
It's sour in the middle too, though.
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me that.
No.
Now that it's sour in the middle, then all of us
It's
have
like
to
a
crunch
slight,
it.
a slight.
I didn't.
Okay.
Mine wasn't sour in the middle.
Cooper, you can't taste sour. This is what we've learned about you.
I don't know if she slipped one of those little miracle fruit pills or something that makes sour taste sweet and you're perfectly fine.
Oh
Wait, is
wow!
that a
I
real
wouldn't
thing?
even know where to get
It's a
that.
real thing.
Miracle berry, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
a witch,
it's
you just
it's
made
called
it.
miracle fruit. Miracle fruit. They
Yeah.
make little tiny tabs. They look like a tiny like pill-sized circle.
Okay.
And you can basically take that and rub it all over your tongue,
Uh-huh.
and it will completely immune you to sour.
Wow.
You won't taste it. Doesn't mean
Oh,
it's not
yeah,
burning
it's
your
still-
tongue.
Right, there's still.
Right.
But you can no longer sense the sour. All you
Oh wow.
just swallowed spit, and it was really bad.
Maybe that's
The
where-
middle just got a lot more sour. Okay. Wow.
I swallowed it the wrong time because the sour was just starting to hit again. But it makes you immune to the sour, so all you taste is sweet with these sorts of things.
Yum.
You can bite into like a straight up lemon, and it just tastes like lemonade. It's pretty interesting, but we don't have those today.
No. Based on, less.
What spell did you use?
Benito sour.
That one.
I'm like, Aquamenti, where's the water?
Okay, so for me, the inside was actually more sour than the outside. The outside wasn't that bad on the watermelon.
See, the outside was terrible on mine.
The inside is super sour for me.
The inside for me was sweet.
Well, you guys is melted, so like maybe the
Oh,
interior got
that
on
would-
the outside.
yes,
and
yeah, mine
then-
was
You never really
normal,
know.
so-
That's true.
Yeah.
We might have gotten it worse than
Mine
everybody
was
else.
stringy.
Yeah.
Mine was obviously deformed.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
They
mine
said
still looks
only
pretty
one.
normal.
Only one.
Oh, I'm glad we only have to do one of those because oh my goodness, very, very,
I
very
need a
sour.
minute. I need a minute.
Yeah,
Me
you're
too.
gonna neutralize all the
Give us some questions, or
Yes, please ask us questions.
if anyone has questions about FanFest, because we were all there, we're
Yeah.
happy to answer them for you. Live vicariously through us. Obviously,
That was
everyone
good.
but me will
I'm
have
allergic.
like videos up on their channels. I completely failed. I completely failed to take footage because I was
But you were
swept up
live
in
streaming.
like
You were
5 other
live.
things.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the thing though. I concentrated on live streaming as much as I could. So if you're looking for live action from the parks,
Yeah.
please take a look at my channel. But other than that, I didn't get any
You mean like they're
B-roll.
watching right now?
I think I got like 3 shots of B-roll and that was it. And I completely disconnected from social media because I was just too flustered by everything.
There was so much going on. I mean, it was just
So
hard
much.
to keep up with everything.
There is a question. What we got?
Jeff is the best. My favorite dragon was the opal eye, because it had like
Oh, of the 4 in
rainbow
the game.
Yeah.
glimmers.
The
Jeff,
opal eye was beautiful. Yeah.
Like, well, yeah.
what's your favorite dragon? Is the question.
My
Yeah.
favorite was the Chinese fireball.
Same.
Same. Like the opalite was really, really beautiful, but I was super excited about the Chinese.
I love
That was the
how
one I wanted
we're
the most.
completely split. It's 3 for opal eye. And we're all like the bright color peeps in the
That's
group.
true.
And then the other 3 were like
That's
Chinese
funny.
fireball.
Yeah.
Those were the 2 dragons when I asked in my poll, like, which one are you most excited about? Fireball and the opal eye.
Apparently, we
Wow.
represent all of you.
There you
I
go.
have the Chinese fireball. Which one is it? Is it this
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
Chinese
that one.
fireball right here.
Oh,
You can't
nice.
give it too much
It
credit.
looks good though. It looks really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I love that.
That's really cool.
Got it from wandering.
Oh, nice.
Very
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah.
That's so
Cool.
sweet.
So thank you,
Okay.
Andre.
Oh my goodness. It's just so sour.
What was your favorite real life foundable that you guys saw at FanFest?
Gitta Lovegood.
Yes.
We're never gonna let you live that down.
No.
Please make merch.
I really want you to wear a shirt that says Gitta Lovegood has a party.
I know, that would be amazing. I just like think that'd be a great bumper sticker. You know, on the back of the car.
Ooh, yes.
On our back bumper, that's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So there were flying keys. There were, although we don't see that animation, the
Golden snitches.
decoy detonator.
Yes.
Yes.
Dirigible
I like
bomb.
the dirigible bomb.
The heart.
My favorite was the dirigible bomb.
Yeah. There was also
Yeah.
quite a few people who were like dressed as foundables.
Yes.
Which I thought was
Yeah.
super
Which
cool.
so
the
cool.
bubble chicken.
The bubble chicken
The
Luna
bubble chicken
Lovegood.
Luna Lovegood.
Yeah.
And that's, her name's Katie. She's like the Harry Potter fan on Instagram. She's fabulous.
Yeah,
You
seriously,
So-
at the Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
On
Like, she's so
Instagram.
On
great.
Instagram.
On Twitter, she's Katie Potter. Katie Potter.
Yeah, she's great.
She was amazing, and like I was like, bubble chicken. I
It
was so excited.
was super great.
Because for everybody who's been on my streams before, or anybody who's new, chickens are protected by city ordinance in Ybor City in Florida. We have wild chickens in the city of
Oh
Ybor,
my God,
and
that's
you
amazing.
can't do anything to them.
Oh my God.
And they look exactly like the chickens in the book,
Oh,
in
really?
the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exactly
Oh
like
my
them.
god.
So sometimes when I'm doing like my afternoon or sometimes my late night live streams, I'll come across them and they'll start crowing, even though it's like 2 a.m. They'll start crowing.
Right.
And once one crows,
They
all
are.
of them start crowing. And they sleep in the bushes, so if you're in the middle of a park, they're like surrounding you. It's really creepy,
If
but
you
it's
That
kind of
sounds
awesome.
disturbing.
If you ever had a neighbor with chickens or whatever, and they just like start going off at like 3 o'clock in the morning, you're like, can you just stop? You just like go to bed.
So
Go home, chicken.
So the chickens are kind of
Get
a
drunk.
thing. The chickens are kind of a thing on my live stream, so I really do need to make bubble chicken merch.
Yes.
That would be
Mario
fun.
Water.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Did you guys see Snape?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I missed
I
it.
And
He was
didn't see
so
Arthur
good.
Weasley.
I would say
I
Snape.
saw that
You saw
on
Arthur Weasley?
no, on Twitter. I saw a picture and I was like,
I-
it's so good.
I walked
And
past
he
him going
was
to meet up.
totally like going along with it too.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, can you
Really
do
good.
can you do the rubber ducky thing? He was like, what? I was
It was so good. Yeah.
I
like,
didn't
so
see
much
him.
fun.
I saw a ministry worker and she was so good. Like, you know when it's the ministry worker and she's trapped in the big bubble?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was
yeah.
perfect. Like
She looked just like
spot on.
yes, yes,
so
queen.
cool.
Opportunity not missed.
That's wonderful. Was
That was
she
amazing.
sopping wet though?
No,
I'm
she
just
was
joking.
dry.
Well, that's all good.
You caught her in the rainstorm.
Maybe if
at
I'd
the
seen her
beginning.
earlier in the day. Yeah.
Oh, and the person looked at Newt. Did y'all see Newt yesterday?
Yes.
I did not
saw it
see
very
it.
briefly. He
I
just
think
like walked by. I was
did.
like,
I think
yeah.
I did see it.
he looked so spot
I don't think I saw. Well, I don't know if I saw that new because I mean,
Mhm.
some characters were represented by more than one
Right.
cosplayer.
Absolutely.
So
Cosplay.
I definitely saw some like kid newts. So
on. Oh.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I saw Kid
Oh,
Newts.
that would have been cute.
So what news?
Kid.
I
Oh,
just was
kid
like,
news. Ah.
it's
Little
probably would be
kids.
really
I
weird
know.
for me to go up to someone and say,
We
"Can I
should
take a
have
picture
done
of your child?"
Tony.
Right.
So I did
Tony,
it.
where?
Yes, Tony. I know. I was actually surprised I didn't see
I
anyone
wanted
dressed
to.
up
I
as Sam.
really badly wanted to see some
The
dude dressed up
foundable
as
slash unfoundable that we call
the
Tony.
yeah.
Tony.
We call him Tony, but he's the unnamed
Where was
wizard
Tony?
Where was
that
Tony?
ends up in a lot of different foundable and confoundable areas.
Okay,
Like,
next
next
Wizards
year,
Unite event. I want to see 50,
Next year, somebody's gonna do it.
50 Tonys. Next one.
Yeah.
that'd be
Whatever
so
it is,
funny
yeah.
because they're in every trace. That'd be hilarious.
We're gonna find out he's the main bad guy.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's gonna be like the
Oh.
mean guy.
And then we could all take pictures like with us surrounded by all the different Tonys.
But see,
It's
my question is, if you start good and then become bad, or if you start bad and then become good?
Or is he just neutral chaotic?
Or, interesting.
He's trapped.
I think he's Grimm's accomplice.
Oh,
snap.
theories. If you didn't hear that, Zoe just said that he might be Grimm's accomplice.
Because he can't do this alone. And I have a theory.
She does have a theory.
Chris has heard my theory.
I've heard
and
some
it's like,
theories. It's really good.
So when's the video coming out?
Very soon.
Okay. Make sure y'all are subscribed and like notified.
Snitches and Witches.
We're all gonna watch this together and collectively freak out. It's gonna be great.
your
Yeah.
head's gonna explode because it dropped into my head like a hot ball of lead, and I went,
So she's gonna freak out.
my kids were like, Mom! And they're like, "Ah!"
Zoe, you're amazing.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'm just a disembodied voice.
But Zoe did share some of it with me, and I would love for you when you make that to premiere it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
we
that
can
all of
all
us can
watch it
join
together.
live
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, I'll that will definitely be a premiere because I'm
Okay.
gonna work on like a series that's gonna be called Storyline Saturday, where I just like go
Yes.
into these crazy theories that keep coming into my brain, and I just have like I have a list of like 12 videos I need to make now,
I
and I'm
think
like,
we all have long lists.
Say, we all end up with lists of videos that just never end
It's
up getting made.
Yeah, I have like 4 planned for this weekend. We'll see how many of them get done.
yeah.
Well, you're also
Oh.
handling hub business though
Yes,
too.
yes I am. That's I have,
She's the editor-in-chief
yeah,
of Wizards Unite Hub,
yeah.
which is not sponsored by Niantic. Like, it's
Not-
not Niantic. They might be sponsored
They're
to come
not.
to events, but
It is, yeah. It's we're not official, so please stop like whining at me about this because I cannot fix it for you. I see all of your angry tweets, and I'm just like, I don't work for Warner Brothers.
Any of us.
Check it
I
out.
get those occasionally. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. It's not my fault.
Yeah, it's just like
I'm just
It
a
wasn't
weird
me.
kid making
Sorry,
videos
excuse
in
me,
your
references.
I love it. I mean, look at little Tay Tay in here. You know, good.
Okay, have we all calmed down enough for the next sour
I
candy?
am ready for the next.
Okay,
candy.
let me
Well,
unplug it here and then
I
bring it
say
in.
that.
So now we go into the realm of international sour candies. So this is, okay, let me get it up on screen.
I'm getting nervous.
It is called Noble Sour Lemon. This is from Japan.
Okay.
And, lemon! Yay! Everybody gets lemon this time.
Oh dear.
Let me know
So now, this is like the true
This
test
is
of
because we're all have the same flavor.
With
Yeah.
with how bad toxic waste was for some of us, this might not be as sour, but we shall see. So I'm gonna hand it out. Everybody gets one.
I'm gonna record a little bit
Yeah.
for the
I got
channel.
We're all WUtubers, it's fine.
We are in the Sour Candy Challenge!
Woo!
Hopefully you're in this chat right now. But if you're not, you get a little sneak peek and make sure to go check it out on WizUWitches Chris's channel.
The replay will be available soon.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
All right, so
No.
Super Lemon is
Oh my
a very, very, very sour candy from Japan. So it is very, very coated.
So coated.
No,
It is.
no.
I will try and show the stream because
No.
it is absolutely,
It is basically white with.
it is
pink
coated.
No.
Entirely coated with white citric acid. So
No.
he is not excited.
I'm excited by Gitta's reaction. Looking forward to my life right now.
Well, this is the true test of our personalities. We're like, bring it on.
Oh, girl.
Does anyone get Preston's reference in chat? Because I didn't.
Reference?
It's from
Sorry?
Japan.
It's from Japan, if you get the reference.
I
love
don't.
you.
Preston, I'm sorry.
No.
It's from Japan!
It's from Japan.
That's our new reference.
Okay.
Awesome, ready?
We have a team reference. Okay. We're
Okay.
going for it.
3, 2.
Is it?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, it's definitely more sour than the last one. Okay, I wasn't wrong.
It does taste like a lemon.
Oh!
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
It's like you try and move it around your mouth to escape
making my
it.
eyes water.
Cooper
She's still so choked.
no.
I just
my
choked
eyes
on it.
are
I was
watering.
careful.
You can eat lemons.
Nothing's happening.
That outer coating is
Yum, yum.
terrible.
It doesn't last long though.
Okay, it's over.
It's sweet now.
It's sweet underneath, but that outer coating is
Thank
brutal.
goodness. Thank goodness it's finally sweet again.
Oh.
I'd say toxic waste.
But I will say this because there is a sour center in this one. It is a
Oh.
3-layered candy.
Mm.
Okay.
So now we kind of have to wait and see what
Let's see the
happens.
next round.
Oh, she's going
You
for it.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
Going for it. Oh, there's a squinch. Worse than the beginning?
No.
Short-lived. Okay.
It's like
I'm like, I'll break it open and try.
it reminds me of the sour airheads, like the hard candy
Mm.
in the middle. So, or like lemon heads from the Wizarding World and Universal.
Yeah, we like lemon head.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
The interior is not nearly as bad as the
Maybe
exterior.
maybe number 10. Maybe number 10.
We shall see. I don't know that any of us will be able to keep number 10 in our mouths because I really struggle with it.
I was struggling with this one, so.
Okay. So, super.
Like,
I'm choking on my own spit because it's just, the juices are flowing.
Kris, you need more water?
No, I'm good, but I'm just salivating an awful lot.
Anybody?
But that is a really tasty candy though. Underneath all the sour, it's
Underneath
really
it is.
good.
That's your battery?
So, oh, battery running low. Where's my cord?
No.
I need to find my cord. There it is. Okay. That's okay. I can fix it. Eat this one. All right. Sorry, guys. Easy fix.
Pansy 3 Man wants to know how our Wizards Unite Fest was.
amazing, like life-changing. I just really
It really was.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Not even close to it. Yeah.
Like, and maybe that
You can
sounds
switch
like
it.
an exaggeration, but just getting to spend time with like all of these women, and I mean we like the men too. Don't get me wrong.
Shout out WUtubers.
We were probably, hopefully, watching this back on my Airbnb. We have a WUtuber house. So we love you guys too.
Hopefully they're reveling in our misery.
But like just getting to hang out with each other, and then I don't know about y'all, but I just felt like a kid and her mom walked up to me today, and the little girl was so shy, but she like
so cute.
wanted to have her picture
I
taken
know.
with me, and I just was like,
I know.
what?
Oh.
It was so sweet. She's wearing a pink t-shirt and like rainbow shorts. I'm like, so when they started walking up to me, I was like, oh, this is the first one who here is for me.
Yeah.
I could just tell.
Yeah.
And it just made me feel really good because I just feel like I'm just, you know, being myself and talking about what I love, and
It's super
the
validating.
fact that people care about it is, whew.
I had a couple people
Try
like
not to cry.
specifically come up to me and say, I really like your live streams, especially the late ones. And I'm like, somebody likes me.
They like me. They really like me.
You love me. You really love me.
It's really nerve-wracking just like putting yourself out there and putting yourself
Yeah.
on the internet
is.
because you open yourself up to public scrutiny, and
Oh,
then like
yeah.
especially if you have any form of anxiety at all, then you're just like,
Yeah.
everyone hates me, I'm terrible.
You have to
Don't we all
quiet
kind of
all
have
that.
some sort of
Like
anxiety?
everybody does.
Yeah, I mean,
But I think I'm the only one
Yeah.
who doesn't suffer too badly from stuff. I have like minor anxiety, but it usually passes really quickly once I'm in the situation.
Yeah.
Once it can't be stopped, I'm fine.
But are you? You're also an introvert too, aren't you?
I'm an extrovert.
She's
Or I mean,
Girl.
sorry,
Extrovert.
extrovert.
Right,
Extrovert.
yeah.
I believe of this
But I think
entire
we're all
group, I am
pretty
the
much
only
introverts here,
extrovert
right?
here.
I'm an
I can
introvert.
flip-flop, but for the
Flip-flop.
most part,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
an
he's like
introvert. So.
right in the middle. Yeah. So.
I can be other introverts extrovert as like their shield, but then
Right.
usually if I'm alone, then I'm just like
She's by herself. So me, I'm super extroverted. Once I get in the situation where I put myself out there, I'm out there.
Mhm.
Like on my live streams, I'm like, you know what? I'm too tired. I'm too tired to do anything
Yeah.
except sing musical songs whenever I freaking feel like it.
Yep.
I sung
always.
Sound of Music in the middle of Ebor at like 2:30 a.m. Like I give 0 Fs.
Okay, well, you should text me next time you're like singing Hamilton, so I can.
Oh girl, you will hate me because I've never heard it.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
Dead silence. Dead silence from the peanut
We
gallery.
can no longer be friends. I'm gonna have to leave the stream now. Like.
But have you
Sorry.
heard the musical Six?
No.
Girl. That's the 6 Wives of Henry VIII. There's a musical.
Yes.
That sounds
Wow.
amazing.
Yes.
I love the Tudors. I love English history. I'm really into all of early European history, actually. So.
I would say shout out to Preston Grant in chat because he's my cousin, and I went to California for his graduation, and he and
that's who that is. Oh,
He's-
hi, Preston.
I've chatted you up to my friends, girl. But Preston is awesome, and he's the one who introduced me to Six. I hadn't heard of it until he showed it to me.
I'll
So
Google it. It sounds fabulous.
It's
I love
really
that history, So.
it's really fun because it's like a modern take on the wives. So it's a good one.
But going back to FanFest, so like my
Oh, yeah.
favorite part is like just so many people around. I mean, I know that I have played Wizards Unite in cities and I've played at other events, but like just that energy and everything about it was very magical. Like they really put a lot of care into the space. Like the space matters. Like what you do with people matters, and like that's literally what this game is about. And so that's, if you had any opportunity to go to any events like something like this, I definitely recommend it.
We can so highly recommend this con because not a single one of us was disappointed.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
It was just
In fact,
so
I was
amazing.
blown out of the water.
I truly was. I come with low expectations typically just because I don't want to be disappointed.
And it's also
But-
their first event technically for this game.
Right.
So,
Right, so we wanted to have reasonable expectations
Yeah.
because things can sometimes go awry, and that's okay.
And we also know that it's separate teams working on this than from Pokemon Go.
Right.
Yes, that's very
So,
true because
yeah.
this is not just Niantic, it's also WB.
Yeah.
So, like, WB, like, girl.
They brought it.
They really brought it. They
Yeah.
brought in, like, props that
Yeah.
really felt immersive. Like,
Yeah.
you could take pictures with some of, like, these fun foundables.
Yeah.
The tents actually had all the chairs that they advertised.
They really
Yeah,
did.
they're like
really did.
velvet.
I was like,
They
what?
had velvet chairs.
You know what's sad? I didn't go into any of the tents.
I didn't sit down.
I didn't even-
I just
I
went
did
through.
a little bit, but never sat down.
I never even got to go into the greenhouse area, and my whole plan was to take one of the potions quizzes because I studied
Oh,
for
that's
it.
right.
And I never did.
There was just
too much
It was there was just so
go,
much
go,
going
go,
on.
go.
And
Because
the
they're
first
like,
time
you
we
know,
were to try and take a quiz is when they were doing like the mayor and John Hankey, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess that's better than taking a potions quiz.
right, I guess.
I mean,
like,
you know,
but
like
I'm
a little
prepared.
bit.
It's like the Hermione in me. I'm like, but I prepared for this test.
But I studied
What do you mean finals are canceled again?
There were non-stop orange and red beam foundables. And
Everywhere.
everything was crazy easy to catch. It was all like 1 to 3 catches
Right.
max. You didn't need a potion. It was really easy to like, I went from 0 swooping evils to like my stickers completed. You know?
get that far.
Ooh, I did not
I
either.
got like 3 swimming evils, but I was still
Yeah, I got
excited because it was my
Because
first one.
I'd never seen it before.
I had
Yeah.
never seen it before.
That was
Yeah.
It's amazing.
There was
So-
McGonagall
And
everywhere.
for me, it was one of my favorites.
I
because
got the
was in
veil,
first
finally!
15 minutes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
starting
Yeah.
my day
Yeah.
super hyped.
So obviously, as all of us are chatting over each other,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we're really excited about
so
this.
excited. It was a great event, and there was constant engagement
Yeah.
in game.
Yes.
Mhm.
And when you would move from one land to another, you would still be engaged.
Yeah.
Like no one
Yeah.
land was lacking.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
really, really
There was never a dull
well
moment,
done.
and there's plenty of opportunity to catch every single dragon because especially if you knew where they were spawning, like you
Yeah.
could easily catch all of them. So I felt like those spawned like nicely,
Yes.
frequently enough that it was like, oh yay, this is fun. But then it wasn't like.
Thank you. It was super cool because they had this like real life sized threat clock in the middle
Oh,
of the
the
park.
threat clock.
And when it went to red, there were like, it was surrounded by like 20 red beams, like 20 emergency foundables. So like people go and crowd the clock whenever it's red because, you know, you're gonna be filling up your registry.
Right.
Yeah,
It was
really
really cool that that particular part with the threat clock was really
Yeah.
really fun because you could see it cycle from the different threat levels and you knew when that baby turned red.
And they
It was
played,
on.
They played Harry Potter music the whole
The
time.
whole time.
It was so magical.
So
like
magical.
just, I mean,
All
I
of the
love
game
the Harry
music.
Potter music, and it was just
Yes.
all there.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Stephanie
Jeff.
wants to know, Lynette, were all of your cards found?
Yes, they were. I really. Oh, I wish I could have put out more, but like everyone was saying, we were doing something literally every
So
second of the
busy.
day.
Yeah.
But that was
So much.
so fun because I was like, okay, I have this idea. I'm gonna do this scavenger hunt, and we're
Yes.
gonna put like this all around. And the hardest part was like, there's one where I had like my camera and it was upside down, so I was like editing on my phone.
Oh
so
my
like,
goodness.
it worked out. It was a lot of fun. Like I'm gonna definitely do this again.
That's awesome.
Kind of thing, yeah.
I didn't even know you were doing a scavenger hunt. This is how disconnected I've been. That's
Yeah.
so much fun.
And then Panda Man wants to know what your best catch of the event was.
Oh,
Mm.
best catch. Other than dragon.
Other than the
Other
dragon.
than dragons?
Tom Riddle.
Oh yes. I felt like had not come across any Tom Riddles or
yeah.
time turners, and so like those were like.
The time turners are a good one. McGonagall was my highlight because I've only
Yes, I remember
seen
you
one.
said, yeah.
I only saw one during the first community day, which you can watch the live stream replay for. Because I only saw one when I was in Diagon Alley at Universal Studios. So it was really cool to see her there, and I was God, when I did
Really
get her,
doesn't
she
sound
disappeared after like 2
classic.
casts or something. It was terrible.
I think
Yeah,
the coolest part was everything, since it was so high, you got a lot of points for each of your families.
Right.
So we just kept ranking up. Like I got 200 scrolls.
Like 200
that.
scrolls and all of the special events in the game, you know, the tasks that we had to, you know, keep doing, gave us more restricted section books too.
Right.
So I maxed out all of the square nodes as a professor. Every single square node is now maxed, done. So all I have to do with restricted section books are the circle ones that take 15 each.
I've only got one thing that requires restricted section books left, and
That's
then I will
awesome.
be stacking. So I kind of wish that we got spell books instead.
Yeah,
Spellbooks.
Because spell books could help every
the red
profession.
ones.
Or split it just a little.
Yeah,
bit.
like how
some
you
of
would have-
both.
Yeah.
Especially since after this next event we're gonna have like another 15.
Our
So-
Right.
Ours and Magazoo's that came to this are about to start stacking restricted section
Yeah.
books, and that's a little bit disheartening.
Because these must be a little rarer.
Everybody can use spell books.
Honestly, the only way that that's a good thing, I guess, is if you're trying to duel 2 professions.
Yeah. And I'm not
Right.
trying to. I'm not
Because
trying
if you're
to do
splitting
that.
it apart and you were
Yeah.
trying to do
Right.
more than one profession, then that's kind of nifty. But really, the red books are where it's at in the game right now.
It's
Like,
somebody-
everyone is restricted by
Somebody
them.
crunched the numbers, and it's supposed to take years.
2 years for Magazoo's to complete their
Yeah.
Yeah.
skill tree.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
So I'm assuming at some point there will be another opportunity to earn red spell books outside of you know what we currently have, but
There definitely needs to
That
be.
needs to
maybe
be fixed.
future brilliant events they'll switch it up.
It does
Hope
need
so.
to be fixed because I feel like it got
Yeah.
nerfed like too hard. It
Yeah.
got nerfed
Yeah.
way too hard, and it needs to be upped again because it's just going to be too difficult, and a lot of people are going to give up.
Mhm.
And that's
Right.
not what we want. We want people to keep playing and having fun. So.
Exactly. Like, you have to keep the game engaging or else you have failed as a game developer.
And the good thing is they are listening.
They
They're
are
totally
listening.
listening.
It's
We need
amazing.
red spell books. We do not have.
Yeah.
red
I mean,
See
we
if
have
Kai or
very
anyone
sharp
else is
red
watching the
message.
stream. Hi,
Yeah,
guys!
definitely.
Hi. Yeah. I
I'm
need
gonna put
them.
my little
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna put it on top
circle
of yours.
those.
Absolutely.
Stack all those.
So that I'm not pushing Zoe out, and then you can put your leg on top of me.
If I get,
We're gonna get
we're,
real close.
we're so close right now.
Hello,
Down
Gitta.
here.
Hello. I waited like a year now.
At least we know that Gitta's a hugger, so she's not completely bothered by the closeness.
Yeah.
I'm totally like, yes, we can be all over each other.
We're good. Okay, so are we ready for the final candy?
I just don't
I'm
want.
gonna take some more
keep
water
pushing
real
you
fast.
Okay.
No, it's totally fine.
Before
That
I
is
hop-
okay. I want
hop
everyone
into
to be
it.
ready because this one is a doozy.
Oh.
I'm terrified of that. That is.
You should be.
That makes.
You should be quaking in fear.
That makes like everything hurt just looking at it.
Yeah. I made sure we got
Alright,
2 of
I'm-
every color in
I'm
case
ready
people
for
wanted
it.
them.
My tongue is already raw.
I'm a little nervous though, yeah. My mouth already feels all a little.
This is also going to be, like, just for
Weird.
anyone watching, this is probably going to affect us worse because we've been ramping up other candies. So our tongues are already raw. This is really
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
Good.
But it's the last one!
That's the
ready.
last one.
I'm ready.
It's the final countdown. Welcome to my channel where there are always musical references. On brand. Okay, so this next candy is gonna put it up on the stream. Barnett's Mega Sour. It is from the UK, and it doesn't come individually wrapped. They came in like individually sealed packs by color, and so I had to open all of
Okay.
them to mix them.
This.
But I have no idea if
Here,
any
you
of
don't
them
have
are
to
more
know.
sour than the others, but I tried
We
one
could set it like
when I got them.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't keep it in my mouth at all.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
with that in mind,
Alright.
pick your poison.
Oh dear. Okay. We got lots of
We really do
colors
have a
here.
really wonderful rainbow spectrum going on for
I
this
think I'm gonna
one.
do purple.
Okay.
Yes, stick with what you know.
May the odds be
But
ever in
I
your
will
favor.
be doing the red, yeah, that's
Like a reddish pink.
reddish orange, yeah. It's darker than the actual orange, so I know that it's supposed to be red.
Okay.
You okay over there,
So
Gitta?
I'm
We're
like
fine,
extra
we're good.
salivating without, it's not even
My
in my mouth
typical
yet.
tripod
It's pretty
problems.
coated.
It is.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
That's a thick coating.
Are you gonna go with yellow again? And I'll do green, then we'll have one of each color.
You're like, yeah.
I'm
Ooh,
nervous.
may the force be with us all.
None of us are Gryffindors, right?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay,
I feel
sound
like
off your houses before we do this.
Ravenclaw.
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 Oh my god.
Slytherin.
Slytherin.
Wait, so no Hufflepuffs and no Gryffindors.
Oh, Hufflepuffs are
We have Huffle husbands and Huffle wives.
Huffle husbands.
And Hufflepuffs make wonderful
Griffin
spouses.
husbands.
Griffin husbands?
Griffin husbands?
Oh, yeah.
What was
Okay.
it? I forgot what it was, but yeah.
I don't. What was it? It was Griffin grooms.
Griffin
Oh my
Green.
God, that's
Yeah.
We came up with it. It's Slither spouse too.
Yeah, that's
Ravenclaw.
yeah.
I'm like,
That's
that's
Ravenclaw.
It's
Yeah, what
even
about
gender
Ravenclaw?
neutral.
Raven Ruby.
Raven
Right.
Yeah.
That is the one that we came up with.
You've been
Raven
friend
Ruby.
zoned.
Accurate.
No, I'm kidding.
We need to have a conversation.
Because you're not doing it anyway.
Okay.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Oh,
Clickety click. Here we go.
Oh no! No! No!
I can't do it.
I can't.
That one's pretty bad.
I can't do it.
Lynette is low-key dying.
I am the first one to take it right back out of my mouth. I can't do it.
I licked it.
Are you like
Oh,
dead?
it got me. It got
Okay,
me.
I'm like, are you dead inside? Because I came, but like, hey.
3, 2, 1.
This is the most sour.
That one was pretty sour. I will.
Oh my god.
My eyes are watering.
Right, I'm gonna try and put it back in.
I can't do it.
Ow!
It's so painful.
Ow!
Now do you believe me when I said toxic waste wasn't that bad?
Now I understand. I have context.
Oh my god.
Oh, like it's like my masseter muscles on the side are just completely cramping
Oh
down.
my god.
I'm on the sweet part.
That's so bad.
There is a sweet part in
There
there.
is, yeah.
Oh, it's just like the coating is gone now.
Okay. Wow.
I don't know how you made it through it. I cannot do it. I can't do
Is
it.
it true?
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Kris, can I have water?
Absolutely.
That's the only way I'm gonna get through this.
I'm gonna try, but I don't think I'm gonna manage. I believe this is the second, maybe the third time that I've tried this. I've never been able to get it down.
That one hurt my tongue.
I was about to say
It
that.
Yeah.
hurts.
Instantly was like
Mm-hmm.
It's
needles
an-
on my tongue.
Right. It really does jab it
Okay.
super hard.
Alright, here we go again.
Oh, okay.
Cheers.
Oh my god.
It can't be helped.
Oh, Gitta.
Oh. It hurts so much.
Let's get some love for Gitta. as well.
Yeah, seriously.
Are you getting
Oh my god.
You're getting the sweet part?
Mm-hmm. Yo, the water brick really helped.
So, am I turning as red as I feel like I am?
Oh no.
The water break made a huge difference. So.
Oh my gosh.
Ow!
I can
Ow!
actually finish.
Ow!
Are you okay?
Don't swallow!
Oh
Oh no.
Oh my god, I actually got through it.
The sweet's really good after you can get to it. It's good luck
Oh,
with
I
that.
shouldn't lick my fingers though.
Oh.
Bad idea.
Ow!
Everybody wash your hands before you touch sensitive parts of your body.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing goes with.
Don't rub your eyes after this.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
My
wow.
eyes probably have more taste buds than my mouth.
I was gonna say you teared up, but I didn't tear up.
Oh my goodness.
You guys are amazing.
Really? Winners here.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
I can't
It's not
appreciate.
soft enough for me to bite.
I know, it's like,
Mhm.
it's pretty hard.
Because you
I
always eat
can't-
those sour candy things. Not recently, but you
Yeah.
used to pound them.
I can't really.
Decades of
I can't really enjoy the flavor of this
Oh, the middle is sour,
because
too.
my taste buds are just so shot at this point.
I taste a hint of lemon.
I don't know what this is meant to be. I can't figure it out.
Is it lime? Is it kiwi? Is it
I don't-
vanilla?
The only way that we would find out is if someone else has it and gets down to the center. Because we ain't swapping candy.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Don't wipe my eyes.
Oh, you poor thing, you're sweating so much.
I'm also sunburnt.
Well,
Oh,
ditto.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, my face, my whole forehead is glossy.
Shoot, I was gonna bring sunburn salve, like the stuff that I always use, and I forgot.
I didn't bring any either.
My
I thought if I prevented with lots of sunscreen, I was going to be fine. Not so much.
I would rather eat a whole other packet of spicy noodles than ever eat that candy again.
That's pretty telling.
Yeah.
That also means I succeeded in this setting up the
Most
challenge.
definitely. I just like hardcore bounced on it. I was like, no, that's not gonna be for me.
I would
Yes.
100% do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Same.
Ooh.
And if you want to do it, giveaway link in the
Giveaway.
description
Everything
because
giveaway.
you will get everything from the Crybaby Gumballs Beyond. So all of the really sour stuff, including a full rainbow set of the mega sours that we just finished.
Which are intense.
Super intense.
Super intense.
Please eat responsibly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Lots of water.
Oh, it's like coming down from an adrenaline high. I'm a little shaky.
You just need more sugar.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Jeffy,
I don't
shaking
even-
your head. Your calls to
Oh, sorry.
action are the bomb.
I'm still processing.
I mean,
And Cooper wants Sour Patch Kids now.
Oh my goodness.
So now I bet if we eat something that's super mild, it's gonna taste so sweet
Yeah.
and wonderful.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
pass over the trolleys.
Like, yeah.
I cannot put any more acid on my tongue.
There's barely any acid on the trolleys.
Yeah, that's.
I can't.
I don't know where to put this. Just toss it. Okay.
I'm at that
Do you need
point.
water? I feel like you should drink water.
I probably should.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you.
You're probably
Always
not.
looking out for me.
That's what I do.
That's what I love about.
Hydrate.
Oh, thank you so much, Wonder
About
Woman.
the WizUWitches. We are always trying to like look out for each other and have each other's backs and
Yeah.
be supportive.
To Beyond says you 6 wonderful ladies are lionesses for taking on this challenge.
Oh, thank you.
This was, I will give full credit to Gitta, this was not my idea. She was like, well, we were
Good
thinking
idea.
maybe like a sour challenge, and I'm like, accepted. I was like, I will find all the candies and we will make it happen.
Yes.
And also special shout out to my partner because Sandra's the one who actually went online and tracked down these candies.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sandra.
Sandra.
Thank you, Sandra.
Yay.
Thank you, Kris. I know you did a lot of work to set this up
Mhm.
and a lot of work to get it all together and
Yeah.
set up the giveaway. Like it's a
Yeah.
really professional setup for that giveaway.
Thank you. I tried. I really did try. And I love you all.
Yay. Much love.
So
So
many
they
hearts.
announced if it would be an annual event. I haven't heard anything, but I wouldn't be surprised.
It was a vague the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So obviously
like
there's going to
next
be more,
year
but
kind of thing,
yeah,
so-
it alluded to one next year, but I don't know
Yeah.
if they'll have something in between. They very well might.
Yeah, for sure.
They'll probably have something already planned that's in the works. And
I'm
Yeah.
hoping they expand to like other countries. And stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
absolutely.
Like one every 6 months, but like a different country.
Well, like the Twitter in Japan for this game is super active.
It is, yeah.
And they have their own, the voice actors who did all of the
Yeah.
voice acting for the various movies have been involved in promotion for the
Oh,
game.
that's so cool.
Which is super cool.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what sort of events they do in Japan because that would be so much fun to watch.
It's like it's not gonna be much more for me for a ticket to get to Japan too. It's gonna be like the same
You
flight
will be like the
time.
only one going unless we get
Right.
I would never be able to afford that from Florida.
I'm saying,
because-
I've never been outside of the contiguous United States, and so I would have to make that happen. So
Oh,
yeah.
one
That
way or
would be
another.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It really would be.
One way or another.
Oh, yeah.
Ideally, hey Niantic, one of us, if you're paying attention, like June next year, Europe would be really great. Because I'm already gonna be there.
I'm there already.
Wow, there you go.
Having an event down in Orlando's Wizarding World, maybe?
I would be cool with that because I
'Cause
can
I'm
drive there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you come around from Georgia in a hot second for something in
Uh-huh.
Wizarding World.
yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Or
Or
Anchorage.
Disney, but
I mean, Anchorage would be fine if the state would stop burning.
Yeah.
The air
Alaska's
quality right
on
now
fire.
is terrible. I keep stepping outside being like, it smells like burning.
Oh no. Well,
So
hearts in chat for the people in Alaska. Please
Yeah.
be safe. Because,
Yeah.
and hearts to the people in Florida who are dealing with Hurricane Dorian.
that, yes. all of
Luckily,
that.
it seems to be hooking, so it might not hit Florida after all. It's made landfall, but it's not made landfall in Florida, apparently.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I'm glad I'm here and not there.
we've been a little preoccupied this weekend to pay attention to hurricane paths. So.
Right. Well, we're up in Indiana, so what do we care,
Yeah.
right? But
No.
but I have been worried about like my partner
Yes,
and
of
other
course.
people down in the
We
States,
definitely
so.
still care. It's just like so much going on.
Again, too much
Yeah.
going
It's
on.
been
Oh, yeah.
keeping track of anything. It's just been
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah. It's
Right.
been a constant sort of in the back burner of the mind.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody who's watching this is safe,
Yes, yes.
whether you're in the U.S. or not. But this was a fun challenge.
This is a lot of fun.
I'm still finishing this last one. It's like,
Stephanie said it hit the Bahamas and it's headed for South Carolina.
Oh,
no.
Stay
gosh,
safe.
it's turned
okay,
north
well
or
that's
no.
my home state, so I hope maybe she'll
Yeah.
call my dad later.
Stay
Right,
safe,
Either
Stephanie.
way.
Oh no.
I was saying Stephanie lives in South Carolina, so like
Yeah,
you
be safe.
and everybody else, please
Please be
stay
safe.
And overflow.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Stephanie
overflow's
wow.
here,
girl
so he
in
might go
Hodges.
here.
Oh, overflows from there too?
Yeah. So I hope he's not stuck at the airport.
I was very worried because if Dorian hit really hard in Central Florida, my flights might have been
Oh, yeah.
canceled, and I'm on an airline that only flies like 3 days later.
Oh.
There are no flights at all until that time. So I was like, if I am
no.
stranded, I'm stranded for days.
Oh,
We shall
dear.
see. But
Oh, overflow is home already. Good. Okay.
Oh,
Yay.
good. Well,
Okay.
please stay
Back to
safe
home.
because, you know, getting home is one thing, being safe when a hurricane's on the way is another.
Right.
So
Please be safe.
Stay safe. Don't go out if they're saying to stay in.
stockpile that water if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Oh, I think we're all in that sort of
Like
slumping, cool down
post-sour.
kind of mode after
Right.
the sour.
Yeah.
But any closing parting shots for anybody? Like anything you'd like to say to viewers or?
Thanks so much for supporting us for like this long, and so that we can
Yeah.
have the opportunity to like come to an event like this. Like just the overwhelming support and everything for us going and meeting up has been really, really encouraging. Like you actually want to see us interacting, which is really cool. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
thank you for helping get us here.
Thank you for all of the engagement in our various social media. Like, even if it's just hearting something, like, we see the likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see the people who follow. We
Yeah.
we know that every single number is representative of a person.
It's a person, yeah.
And
And we really
that's
appreciate
Yeah.
Incredibly,
single one
it's
of you.
incredibly humbling
It
for
is.
all of us.
It's really
Yeah.
So as our channels continue to grow, like, we do see all of you, and it's astounding.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And we loved meeting every single one of you.
yeah,
Yes,
find us
seriously.
and say hi.
This weekend
Yes.
was just like phenomenal getting to meet people who
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We never would have been able to meet each other otherwise.
I know without this.
Or at least not without a lot of hardship.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm so happy we're all together. And I'm so happy you ladies joined me for this live stream.
Me too.
We worked hard, and now
Yes.
we're done with sour candy, and we can.
Now I can't feel my mouth.
Right.
Everything's a little bit raw.
Thanks for joining us last minute.
Kidding.
So, and we missed you, Lee, and I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
We
miss
feel
you.
better.
I hope Lee feels better.
And we
think she-
love all of you guys in the chat that are
Like,
saying
we
love
do,
you.
absolutely.
Yes, we love you guys so much. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us. What is the challenge trio planning next? Is there one in the works?
It's a surprise.
Okay. So I guess you'll have to wait and see on their social media.
There might be another special guest. It's probably going to be like the typical live stream where there's 4 different screens.
Because we will no longer be in Indianapolis
Right.
altogether.
Honestly, this is a very short, limited time only.
Yeah.
This was a special stream, but I really look forward to that because that means that you can get anybody outside the U.S. too. People
Yes.
who weren't able to come here
Exactly.
can still be special guests on the challenge trio.
We do
and
love
you'll
our
catch that on there.
YouTubers around the world who couldn't be here this
Yes.
weekend.
Yes.
Like,
y'all.
Shout out to Marcus in Sweden. Shout out to Tejas, who's now in
Mark.
India, formerly from Singapore.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marcus. Shout out
Marcus.
to
Mhm.
Judd.
Yeah, Judd, the Sylph.
Yeah,
the
the
Sylph
Sylph.
Judd.
Mark, Steelman's
Mark.
Wizarding World.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
Marcus,
many
United Wizards.
amazing creators who could
Yes.
not come to this event just
Mhm.
because of location and
Right.
expense.
Right.
So you guys are totally in our hearts, and
Yes.
hopefully you guys will get to go to the next one because
Yes.
this was a very unique and wonderful experience
It
for
is just
everybody.
phenomenal.
Yeah, and we need to see you guys do it for me.
Group hug.
For reasons.
Group hug.
Hug. All right, so I guess that's the end of the stream. Thank you everybody for joining. Again, follow all of these lovely ladies. All of their links are going to be down in the description once I finish this live stream. But all of their info is on the bottom of the screen there. Please feel free to follow, subscribe, all the good things. Smash the like button on the stream. Leave a comment if you had a reaction that was your favorite. Leave a comment because I want to know like who made the best
Who made the
or
best
worst
faces?
face.
Worst faces?
Best / youtube.com/worstface.
Go back. Go back.
Reactive?
Go back and rewatch.
Go back and screen record our reactions and post them on Twitter.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes. Like, make little gifts of us. I will love you forever.
Oh no, that's dangerous though.
Yes. Add to it. More
Oh,
gifts.
man.
More gifts.
More gifts, please.
More gifts. So please feel free to do that. Mention it in the comments if you're able to take a screenshot or gifify it.
Gifify it.
Feel free to tag any of us on Twitter
Yeah.
or
I
use the
will.
hashtag WizUWitches because we all be there.
We check that all the time.